Hello and welcome to the Wellness Journey podcast with me, Rhi Bowden.
And me, Suzanne Williams. And this is a brand new season, season 5.
I can't believe we're in season 5 already.
Nearly a year into the podcast.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for the last 12 months have been wonderful. Yeah. So thanks for all your support, all sharing your takeaways, and we've learned so much, haven't we?
Gosh. And this season, the guests we have, wow, you're in for a treat.
Yes.
Just amazing people sharing amazing conversations.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this season is all about life lessons.
Yes.
So we have asked lots of different people from all walks of life.
Absolutely.
What their life lessons are and what they would tell their younger self.
Yeah. Which has blown us away a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. We have learned so much from our guests this season. So we thought we'd kickstart today with actually talking about our life lessons.
Yeah.
So this is an episode just about us and what we've learnt on our journey. So I'm going to ask Suzanne first. Suzanne, what would you tell your younger self? What advice would you give little Suzanne?
Little Suzanne. Well, there's many versions of us going back through time. So there's many different conversations I'd have with different ages of me. But one thing I would say to every age I've ever been, be compassionate with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself when you make mistakes. Don't be hard during the times when you didn't know any better. Have compassion. I'd say to her, you are enough. You're enough. You're enough. You're enough. Please don't be hard. She made her life very hard, bless her, at many points. But I would just give her a hug and say, just be compassionate. And I'd say that to you as well.
Yeah.
Because the pain we cause ourselves by being hard on ourselves, by not being our mate, by not being there for ourselves, by comparing and being hard and you did that wrong, you did that wrong, and punishing ourselves. And I know I did a lot.
Why do you think you were hard on yourself then?
There's many reasons there where I was hard on myself, and many that I just wouldn't share here. But I didn't know how to be kind to myself. I didn't know how to let her have space to trip up and fall. I wanted her to always be perfect, always be the good girl, always do the right thing. And she didn't often. She messed up lots. And I'm really grateful that she did, because I wouldn't be here now doing this. But I would give her compassion. You compassion. I would hug her and say, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Because now I can do that. And now that's what I teach others. We're not meant to have it all right. We really are not meant to. It is a journey. This is why this is called the Wellness Journey podcast. Have compassion for yourself. Be kind. Use kind words. Use encouragement to yourself. Well done with that today. And tomorrow maybe we'll do this. Be kind and gentle, because life is complex enough, isn't it? It's challenging enough. It needs you to be kind to it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's really, really powerful, because we, as human beings, we're always seeking out the negative, aren't we? What's gone wrong here? What did I do wrong? Rather than having, if you had 10 compliments and one negative, thing that came your way, you would focus on the negative thing. You wouldn't look at the 10 compliments at all. You would go, what that person said about me, or what, I did wrong, or... Yeah, it's a funny thing, isn't it? How we always seem to seek out, And I guess that goes back to our brain, where we're searching for danger.
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely.
It goes back to that.
Needs to do that in many respects.
Yes.
But I would say, and it's something Louise Hay, the teacher, said, that you've spent your life criticizing yourself and it didn't work. Try being kind. That was a light bulb moment for me 20 years ago. And it changed who I was, and it changed how I could interact with myself, and it changed what I allowed myself to do then. I allowed myself to make mistakes then. I allowed myself to be wrong. I allowed myself all these different options, because I had this kind space behind it. I had me supporting me, as opposed to put myself down and punish myself and being unkind, which lots of us can be. So that's what I would say to any version of myself, is be kind and be compassionate, because we're all on this journey. None of us are getting it right all the time, or at any of the time. And that's cool. That's
And
okay.
actually, if you can't be your own biggest cheerleader, then who can?
Nobody can. Yeah, absolutely nobody can. And you have the power. Like Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, you had the power all along. It's you running your journey. Nobody else. Nobody else can know you like you do. No. Nobody. And it's you. You're the person, you're the fuel, you're the steps, you're the shoes. And that's cool to know. Because then you start from you and then you can just ripple out and be supported by others. But it's you, that person, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That voice, that.
And it actually, you know, these small steps that we take by being compassionate and saying kind words, you know, once you start on that and those little tiny things, those little changes that you make, before you know it, it's then a habit.
Absolutely.
It then becomes who you are.
Absolutely.
So instead of automatically going to the negative thoughts, you then automatically go to the positive ones because you're reframing it, because you've practiced it so much of actually I'm going to view this and perceive this differently, that then becomes your norm.
Absolutely. It is the habit structures. My brain is an entirely different brain really to the brain of my 20-year-old me. I naturally see things more positively or solution oriented. Not seeing everything positive because that's not right either, but where's the solution? Where's the growth? What have I got? Where are my tools? But it was habit, and almost all our thoughts are habitual. And the ones that don't serve us, we can change. If that helps us, we can. We got the ability to. Our brain is very clever and neuroplastic, which empowers us all, which is awesome. So, So, Rhian, on your life journey, what lesson? I know there are many.
There are many. It's which one to choose, isn't it? Because there are so many. I think I would tell my younger self to prioritize how you feel, and how you feel is everything and way more important than how you look and how you appear to others. Because how you feel, that's the energy that you're giving off. That is who you are, and tapping into all these sensations that you feel inside. That is your inner being, and that's your inner guidance. And you can, when you move towards what feels good, when you move towards joy, you know, that is the direction that you're meant to go on, and that's the direction, that's the path that is there for you and that is easiest for you, rather than choosing things that are difficult. And I think I was so, and I'm sure lots of other people are, how I appear on the outside, so my physical body, how I look, but also how people are perceiving me. So are people thinking I'm a kind person, a good person? You know, what are people saying about me? So my appearance, not just physically, but what I wanted people to perceive me as, was really important to me. And I think when I was at rock bottom and really struggled like 15 years ago, the first thing I gave up was, I don't care what people are thinking, because I had no space, no capacity to even have that in my brain, because life was so overwhelming. I was just surviving, getting up each day and just surviving. So for me to even care what other people were thinking or saying, it was like, right, that has to go. So that was a big shift for me, and I wish I'd let go of that earlier in my life, rather than waiting for me to be at rock bottom to then go, actually I now don't care. And that moment that happened to me 15 years ago, to feel so horrendous and so like I did not want to be here. Life was so hard, and I made it my mission then to go, okay, I'm at 0 now. I am going to make sure I get as close to 10 out of 10 as I possibly can. And that is my mission. And I don't care what I have to do to get there, but I am not hanging out I'm not accepting 0, but I'm not accepting 5. I'm not accepting 6. I'm like, unless I'm going 8, 9, 10 and I'm waking up each morning and feeling that, I don't want to know. So it put me on that path of self-discovery and sort of healing, self-healing, to know, well, how can I feel happy and joyful and excited and enthusiastic and passionate? That's how I want to feel every day. And that is what's more important to me than how I look. And am I wearing, the right clothes? Am I, I've got wrinkles. I don't care. I really don't care that I'm wrinkly and I've got age spots and I've got wobbly bits and saggy bits, and I'm not in the latest trend, or I'm not seen in the right places. I honestly don't care, because what I care about is how I feel, and I care that I am feeling the best that I can feel each day. And I now know what makes me feel good, and I know the connections of the people that I've got around me that make me feel good. I know that exercise makes me feel good, being out in nature, the sunshine, the sand on my feet. I now know what makes me feel good, and I move towards that.
Yeah. They say that feelings are our barometer. They'll tell you, does it feel good? Yes. Do more. Does it feel not so good? Why? What's going on there? Our feelings light up our path, don't they? That path or this path, feeling our way into things and being aware of our feelings, checking in with them, the good ones and the not so good ones. Feel the feelings. Feel the feelings beneath the triggers. Feelings are your absolute markers and guideposts. And when you know that you're not feeling good, like for me, it was my internal voice. She was very hard and she was very cruel, and I had to distinguish, is she helping me on my journey? Do I need her? Do I deserve her? No, I don't. This voice sounds better. This way sounds better. And just vibing that way, isn't it? We can all do this. And it takes little bits of work every day, doesn't it? Yeah. But is it worth it, Rhian?
Oh,
is it worth the work?
It is so worth the work. And it's, we were having a conversation before we came on air, and it's been hard work. It's been hard work, and it's been relentless, and it's keeping on going, even when things are tough, and even when negative things come up that you don't want to have to address, and it feels so uncomfortable, and it can knock you for a while because you've uncovered this stuff. But it's going, okay, the alternative is I either keep this stuff within me, or I face it head on, I deal with it, and I come out the other side. And I might feel a bit rubbish for a few days, weeks, months, whatever it might be, but at the other side there's that rainbow.
Yes.
And knowing that rainbow is there, and just keeping on going, because we as human beings, we don't like to feel discomfort.
No, we
try to avoid it, and we try to move away from it.
Anyway.
But sometimes feeling the discomfort and knowing this too shall pass.
Absolutely. There's two amazing teachers here, Dr. Gabor Mate and Deepak Chopra, and they both say, both is hard. Having these feelings now and ignoring them, or addressing them and freeing them. Which hard do you choose? And I just love that. It's like, which hard? They're both hard. Where you are now is hard, or freeing it to where you want to be. And I'm really grateful to myself for going, I want to be free. I want to move forward. And I thank that version of me, that girl when she was 23 years old. I thank her. She was so brave, and I am so in awe of her, because she did the work for me. And it's worth it. It's, these life lessons, and all the amazing people we're speaking to this season have got incredible journeys, all of them different. All of them could have gone very different ways, but they all did some stuff, didn't they? Something, they moved and they shifted and they changed, and they're glad that they are where they are now. We never stop our journey till the day we leave this planet. There's always time. There's always time for that new beginning, that new idea, that new thought, that new person. It's exciting. In my bathroom, it says, there's a Winnie the Pooh thing that says, an adventure was going to happen. And I look at it every day and I go, yeah, it is. Even in the hard times, because I'm not saying there aren't hard times. There certainly are. But it's how we move through them and the resilience we have. That when we move through them, it's the resilience we have. And it's so you know, just being on this journey and making some little changes, or having a little thought, having a conversation with someone, sharing something. It's all part of this journey that we're on. And when someone said to me the other week, but you're just calm, Suzanne, I have worked very hard to be the person I am now. This person is developed completely from the inside. She did not have that at the beginning, for many reasons that I will never share. But to be who we are now is not the result of the world. It's what we do, what we use with the tools we've been given and the life we've been given. And never judge a book by its cover. You never know what's gone on, but I can tell you that by just doing something, you make a change, and your future self will be like, yay, thank you.
And I think it's just about, you know, choosing you. Just choose
Absolutely.
you and just go, do you know what? I want to invest in me.
Yeah.
I want to invest in me. I want to invest the time and the love and the energy in me so that I can be, you know, happier, healthier, more vibrant, loving life. You know, choose you.
Something I've realised is respect this being that you are. Gosh, respect them. This is a big journey. They deserve your respect. They really do deserve your respect. And they deserve more. They deserve to be as expanded as they want to be and have as much joy as they want to be. They'll never harm anybody when they're joyful.
No.
This being that you came as deserves a life. Yeah, the life that they came to live. I feel quite emotional when I say that.
Yeah.
They don't deserve more criticism, judgment, and pleasing everybody else on this planet, which you never will. They deserve to be joyful. So,
and I think I'm getting emotional with them just saying that. I think, you know, both of us have had times in our lives where we weren't living.
Yeah, and we didn't want to be here anymore.
And that's
it's huge. Yeah, and that's why we do this. We're not saying we are certainly not perfect in any way, shape, or form. We're learning every day. We're making the and we're all on this together. And the guests we've had this season so far, they've all shared their souls. They've all been on journeys. We're all on a journey. We've all got a story. We all have. And let's be kind to each other. Let's not judge each other. Let's embrace this community of humanity that we are. I know that's quite big, but it is. We're all humans. So thank you for being here, and it's an exciting season. Please share it with people. Thank you for tagging us in your stories. Thank you for sharing us so that your story can reach out to others too. I'm really grateful.
And shall we end with an intention or an affirmation for the week? Shall we?
Mine would be kind to yourself. I'm going to be kind to myself this week. That's my affirmation.
And I would like to say, just choose you. Just choose you and choose life.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening today, and we hope you've enjoyed this episode. And we've got such an exciting season ahead.
It's the most exciting one we've had.
Yes, absolutely.
So excited.
So have a great week and send in love as always.
Yeah, remember you are awesome.
Yeah,
You're awesome. Always.
Today and always.
Thank you.